The COVID-19 pandemic has affected everyone in Scotland, but it hasn't done so equally. We entered the crisis weakened by inequalities in our economy and society, and we can't forget that when it comes to building our recovery. This next Scottish Parliament will have huge decisions to make that could have an impact for decades to come. To get them right, we must learn the lessons from the crisis to build a stronger recovery, so that the Scotland that leaves COVID behind us is stronger than the Scotland that entered the pandemic.
Even before COVID-19 arrived in Scotland, we faced a decade of disruption ahead. At IPPR Scotland, our research has looked at some of the trends that are set to shape Scotland through the 2020s. Automation and technological change are already transforming how we work and the kind of jobs we do. Brexit, whether we like it or not, will change Scotland's place in the world, our international relationships, and our ability to attract people to work and build their lives in Scotland. We're also facing a climate and nature crisis. Climate justice must be a top priority for Scotland and the world, so we need to put plans for a net zero economy at the heart of our recovery. Demographic change and an ageing population will bring opportunities, but will also bring significant pressures on public finances and our economy. And without action, economic inequalities could be set to widen even further.
The key challenge facing this next Scottish Parliament is building a recovery for Scotland that takes these challenges head on. So how can we do it? Firstly, it means building an economy that's hardwired for justice. We need to see significant investment to deliver green jobs across Scotland and to build routes into these good jobs for more people. And we need to ensure the support business receives in the forms of grants, loans and tax breaks is conditional on delivering fair work. By working to secure a good jobs recovery, not an any jobs recovery, we can support more people in Scotland into high-skilled, well-paid work they can rely on in sustainable industries. We've done the right thing by many employers through the crisis. We must see employers do the right thing through the recovery, creating a fairer, greener economy that we can all share in.
Secondly, when the time is right, we must pay for the COVID crisis fairly. We will likely need fair, progressive tax rises if we are to avoid cuts and deliver a Scotland that's better than before. That should include increased income taxes on higher earners, reform of property tax in Scotland, particularly with big house price increases through the pandemic, with the council tax replaced by a new percentage of value tax. And it should mean new local taxes to encourage employers and households to make the changes we need to see, whether that's local taxes on wealth, land, carbon or low pay.
And thirdly, we must build a new social contract in Scotland, recognising the key workers and care workers who got us through the pandemic in more than just words. That means better pay and conditions and prioritising investment in the social infrastructure that holds our communities together. But it also means rebuilding the social safety net we all rely on through radical reform of social security to deliver a new income floor in Scotland beneath which no one should fall, working to meet Scotland's child poverty targets by the end of the 2020s, and it means introducing new collective services to meet the 21st century needs of people living in Scotland.
This next Scottish Parliament could be transformative, but to do so it must match good ambitions with the powerful action needed to deliver a fairer Scotland.
We have a chance to build a Scotland that's better than before, but only if people care for it, vote for it and fight for it.